Good morning. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. I'm feeling so good today. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. Ain't worried about yesterday. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. I'm working on myself today. It's good morning. Hey. I gotta give my best today. Hey. It's good morning. Challenges are on my way. It's good morning. Hey. So glad that I'm here today. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. I'm feeling better than yesterday. Hey. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. A great rising. Hey. Whatever you say. Hey. Hey. Just feel good today. Hey. Hey. I'm showing gratitude. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. I'm better than yesterday. It's good morning. Hey. I gotta give my best today. It's good morning. Hey. I don't worry about yesterday. It's good morning. Hey. And I'm feeling so good today. It's good morning. Hey. Moving challenges about my way. Hey. Moving challenges about my way. Hey. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. Or grand rising. Hey. Whatever it is you say. Hey. Hey. I'm so glad that I'm here today. I'm so glad that I'm here today. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. I'm feeling so good today. It's good morning. Hey. We don't worry about yesterday. Hey. It's good morning. Hey. My past can't get in my way. Hey. My past can't get in my way. Hey. I'm showing gratitude. Hey. Good morning. Hey. It's good morning. Good morning, Soul Tribe. What's getting better. Hey. And when it rains, we don't run now. Life is getting better. Hey. And we walk with our heads high. We're in the fast lane. Hey. And now our gifts, they make a way. We in our purpose. Hey. And now our gifts, they make a way. We in our purpose. Hey. Hey. We had to learn to surrender was the only way. Hey. 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 We pulled the mask off. Hey. And now we live in mask off. Hey. And now we live in mask off. You ever had to live in your truth? It's like, you can't be whoever the world wants you to be, but you can be who you are authentically, right? And now we pull the mask off. Hey, hey. And now we live in mask off. Hey, we don't worry what the people say. Hey, we live in a different way. Hey, it's time to pull the mask off. Hey. Hey, time to pull the mask off. Hey, hey, and we just clearing out the energy. Hey, we just clearing out the energy. Hey, clearing out the energy. Hey, hey, we clearing out the energies. Hey, hey. Sometimes you gotta reset your mind, Hey, you could have woke up this morning and you could have felt like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be one of those days. But it's not. It's gonna be a great day, right? Because the day is whatever you believe it's gonna be. Hey, hey, hey. I'm full of positivity. Nothing can stop me. Divinity chose me. Hey.
Hey,
What's up, tribe? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. We miss you guys so much. We are so glad to be back. We have been gone for a little bit of time. We popped in and out like a little bit, but we have not been consistent. We had a lot going on. So we are so happy to be back, and we are just excited. I feel like, God has just restored us. I feel like, we have so much to give to you guys. So I am so glad that you guys decided to join us. Okay.
yes,
Hope you guys are in good spirits. Hope you guys are attracting the life you desire because it's truly your birthright. It's something that you were promised. It's crazy because I was looking at something earlier that I wrote down, right? And it was real quick before we get into anything. I was looking at this and it says, I just want to be happy. I just want to be free. I want to live the life that has been promised to me. And you could be feeling like this. You could be feeling like, the heck with everything else. I just want the life that was promised to me. And in order to have the life that was promised to you, you have to do the work to get to the promise. And I feel like, that's what we're working towards. And if you're not, you better jump on the train. You better get on the boat, the wagon, whatever you got to do to get where you need to be.
right. That's right. God bless everyone. It's good
Hey.
to see you all. It's been a while. We've been away getting some things done. And now we back, right? Like I said,
We back for everything.
we had a fun time. I actually had a ball. I drunk some red stripes and, hung out a little bit.
We had fun.
Yeah, we did. So now we back and we're gonna do oracle readings. We got angel cards and we're gonna do oracle readings. But before we get into that, we got downloads. But before we get into that, I just want to drop a song, right? I want to put a song out there.
We got a lot going on today, y'all. So sit tight.
Sit tight.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you guys at? Where you guys from? What's up, tribe? What's up, everybody? Before he jumps in, I just want to say, hey, everybody. If I miss any comments, hey, thank you. Thank you for the comment. What's up, Random? What's up, Random? What's up? Let me see. Collins channel. Hey, y'all. What's up? Who's that over there? I can't see that far. Child, I'm getting old. Odd something. What's up, love? Okay, I can't see the rest of it.
Okay. All right, so here we go. This is Psalms 30, 4th chapter, verse 7. Lord, by your favor have you made mountains to stand strong. You did hide your face and I was troubled. Right? So this verse right here is in relativity to the children of Israel going through some things where they begin to they begin to rebel against the power of the Most High. So God hid his face. And I think that we all know how that feels. You know how you feel like you're not hearing from spirit, you're not hearing from God. Well, sometimes check your routine. It could be something that you're doing that's causing God to hide himself from you. Even when it's testing time, right? It's not always that you've done something wrong. Sometimes you're looking for the voice of God and you can't hear it. But maybe you've been given the instruction already. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's not that you're looking for the voice of God. Maybe you're looking for a way around the instruction, right? I know I found myself doing that. Like, because sometimes God tells us to do things that we don't want to do.
That's so real.
And in reality, don't nothing really move the way we want it to move until you do what God is telling you to do. And a lot of times, it's a lot deeper than what you think. I know one thing. It's best to hear from God when you disconnect from people. I can say that. Like, you can hear from God clearly because God will give you instruction. The next thing you know, you go connect to some people. You done forgot all about what it was that you know you're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. And in that instance, in Psalms 30, chapter 4, verse 7, the children of Israel, it was a semblance to them losing God's voice on account of their own misdeed, right? Like what they were doing was causing them, and we do it too. We do too much, right? And then we be like, oh, I can't hear from God. It's the reason why is because there's so much activity going on, right? All right, so that was the song. I got some downloads, but I think she got something that she want to drop, and so we're going to kind of drop in and out, back and forth.
I'm actually going to say this. Should I? Should I save this?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I should save it.
Kind of how you feel.
Yeah, we'll save that for this afternoon show. I think you have some good downloads that will take us into our reading.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to sit back on that one.
Okay, so my first download, it came, you know, we do a lot of studying and a lot of reading. So my first download actually came from inspiration, and it's Maya Angelou, right? Maya Angelou said, protection is not what's seen, but what's sealed.
Ooh, come on now.
And when she said that, right, it automatically took my soul to a whole different place of understanding, right? Protection is not what's seen, it's what's sealed. Mm-hmm. So when,
the covenant.
Right, a covenant, essentially. Mm-hmm. And when we're talking about something being spiritually protected and it not being seen, but it being sealed, you can't confuse the aesthetics that people bring with protection, right? Nothing is going to protect what's unprotected. Just like nothing is going to be able to destroy what is protected. But what's protected is unseen. It's sealed already. Mm-hmm. On a spiritual, you know how you can tell when somebody is protected, per se? Study people in their life. Use your intuition to look at the lives of people. When people go through different things and they endure it and they come out, that's evidence right there. Mm-hmm. That's number one evidence right there that they protected and it's sealed. Because it's not seen. And this is why people often attack people who are protected, and they wonder why the folly works backward. Like, I have people in my life that's doing that right now. They trying to attack me in certain ways, but it's working backwards because what's protected is sealed in spirit. It's not seen in the 3D. People will continue to attack what's protected,
Right.
because it's not seen. Yeah, you get that? Your protection is not seen. So that's why, I take one from Machiavelli and I say, don't respond to anything, right? Because it's so much bigger than your response can even hold. Because your protection ain't gonna come by your word or none of that. It's by it's sealed. Simple as that. On a spiritual level, it's sealed. God said, not this one. Now that's how the evidence shows up in your life. Okay. Number 2, download, right? And I don't know where this came from, but it should resonate. Check your local sex offender list, right? In regards to what's going on out here in society, because a lot of times you pass people, right? Sometimes we pass people in our everyday, and this is for somebody, because I feel like somebody you need to do what I'm saying to quite possibly protect you or your child. All right, check your local sex offender list. They have pictures of the people in your community that have been convicted of these offenses. Check it, maybe make a screenshot of it in your phone, because you could be passing by a predator very close to you, right? And not even know it, right? So, it's not to scare anybody, because God wouldn't be putting this information out here if he wasn't going to protect you, or he wasn't going. So if it's resonating with you or not. Just check your local listing, okay? The third download actually came from Mother Maya Angelou again, and it stuck out to me, so I said, let me expound on this. She said, move like it's something ancient inside of you.
It
right?
is.
That is deep, right? And until we move like that, and until we begin to move like that, we're going to continue to kind of be disrespectful to what's really inside of us. It's ancient. It's something ancient in you that moves with you. You got to begin to move like that. Walk with that confidence and walk with that understanding, but most of all, walk with that humility. Like, for instance, we live in a day where people like to hear that they walk with spirits of destruction that protect them. That's what people threaten people with spiritually. They tell you, don't mess with me because my ancestors don't play about me, right? But that adage, right, is actually a disrespect and a connotation, because it's not even all about that, right? Sometimes you not even, we so naive to spirituality that sometimes you're not even protected by violent and aggressive spirits. Sometimes you're just protected by a spirit that's so loving that it has authority to make spirits move against other people. Like, so don't take pride in your protection being overtly aggressive and destructive to other people, because it's not always that. And if it is that with you, because some people, let's face it, some people, they walk with dark protectors. But if you do, it's your responsibility to be humble, not send your spirits out after people. Somebody say, how do I send my spirits out after people? When you get to thinking real hard about people, and you get to really having disdain in your heart for people, it's called maleficum. It's an energy. And when you build that up, it moves spiritually towards people. That's how you do that. Because people be like, I ain't sending no spirits. Yeah, you are. When you sit there in that malefic energy and you let it build and you look towards people, like, evil eye, malokia energy is the same old thing. So.
Right. You can't get away from the energy. You can always feel the energy. Like, how, like, if you ever walked into a room and somebody was just talking about you, you could feel it.
Indeed. Real strong. Real strong. Okay, next download is stop responding to the algorithm that reminds you of your power and respond to the algorithm that reminds you of your faith. I feel like evil is working a magic trick through the algorithm with the collective, and this is what's happening. You're looking towards reading from witches that's encouraging you that of how powerful you are, right? And you are may be powerful, but don't look for the person that's encouraging you to look at your own power. Look for the one that's encouraging you towards your faith, because if you looking towards your own power, you're gonna damage your faith.
We start becoming big-headed. Like, we don't need anything but the power that we have, and that's not true.
You're going if you look towards your power, you're gonna start damaging your faith, right? No, not
We
at all.
don't, that's spell work you talking, Malcolm. No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
In 5, right? Last download. Spirit says, be sure that you're not tampering around with incompatible crystals. Every crystal is not compatible with you. I know you might say, okay, this crystal, it looks cute, and I want to wear this crystal on me, right? Okay, but Spirit is saying, sometimes people have a lot of conflict and chaos in life because they have incompatible crystals in their midst. You have a crystal that causes chaos to your makeup, right? Like, I don't know. They downloads. So consult with Spirit. Maybe somebody, you deal with too many crystals. Maybe you got a lot of crystals because they aesthetic, right? Did you study the ones you got, what they do, what they work for? Because sometimes this be the case. You have incompatible crystals. They don't go with you. They don't work well with you. They may work against your auric field. So check your crystals. Okay.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Where we
stuff.
at? Angel numbers?
All right, y'all, let's get a message out. Let me see. Well, you have to change, you have to change the day if it's horrible for you. I'm sorry that you're feeling like that. But, I don't receive that negative spell work. If you do Santeria,
Don't respond to that stuff.
yeah, you gotta change your outlook on life. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. All right, y'all. Let's get a message out. Let me see.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I ain't know what you was going.
Hold on, y'all. We're from Baltimore. Where are you from? Did we give Baltimore? I think so. We got 101 coming out for you. Okay? Number 101. Someone could have like a grandparent that made it to 101. Your grandparent could be turning 101 this year. That's awesome energy. Okay? But ones are new beginnings. So we have new beginnings here for you. It says new beginnings. Okay? Personal development, prioritizing creativity. So I feel like right now your creativity is a priority. Okay? It's not like something that, you should be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. It's mandatory is what I'm hearing. The creativity that was given to you is a gift from the Most High. And, the gifts that God gives us, it's not just for us. So a lot of times we become selfish with our gifts. We're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing this. Well, the gift is not for us. The gift is actually used to help people, humanity, others, right? So you could be in the energy of feeling like you don't feel like creating or whatever. I don't feel like doing this, right? But Spirit is saying it's not for you, it's for people, right? When you're a healer, most of the work that you do, it entails you taking on different illnesses and different symptoms and things for people, right? You know, the healer consumes a lot of energy from people. They pick up a lot of things from people. I remember when my husband had first come, um, when my husband had first come around the children, they were sick, right, with their eyes. They had pink eyes. It was spell work going on. There was a lot of things going on. And I remember he laid his hands on them. And when he laid his hands on them, he became ill with red eyes and fever and just all kinds of things. Because when you are a healer, it is your duty, your responsibility to take on the things of others so that they can be healed, because God gives us the strength, the health, the courage, the power to take on these things and kind of be able to get them up off of us from people that can't heal themselves, right? So this is you. And it says a new phase in religious or spiritual, in your religious or spiritual quest. You are going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on a path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So one-on-one, okay? You could be feeling like, you know, oh my gosh, it's the end, when Spirit is just wanting you to know that right now God is saying this is actually the beginning. See, you know, when you are going through like a dark night of the soul kind of energy, it feels like you're at the end so that you can come to the beginning, right? You know, there has to be a death, a transformation, a ending, so that there can be a new beginning. And that's what's happening right now. So, you know, don't be confused. Don't allow the enemy to trick you. You know, there's a new beginning here, but you also have to be accepting and receiving. You know, one thing that God taught me while we were gone, and then I'm going to back onto this so my husband can go. God says that when we come back, my duty is to let people know that, you know, my messages are not going to be for everybody, because everybody's not doing the work. Okay? So if you're not doing the work, this message is not going to resonate with you. I'm not here to sell false hopes and dreams to people that are not doing things that they're supposed to be doing. Now, to the collective of people that I know that I'm so deeply entwined with, I'm so deeply connected to, I know what you're doing. I see you in the spirit. You know, I feel the work. I see the difference in you, right? I know what you're doing. So I want you to know that a new beginning is here. Don't allow evil to trick you, right? And if you are a person that's not doing the work, I feel like with this new beginning, it gives you another opportunity to get it right. You know, because that's how friendly God is. He give you another opportunity to get it right, right? So that's what I'm feeling for you. We got number 101.
Okay, I got number 333, right? I love 333. It feels good. It's good energy, but we're going to talk about it. The footnote says, all that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply, right? Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for your greater good, right? Now, I feel like this 333 alignment, in the way I'm feeling about this, and Spirit saying use it all for your greater good. You could be running into abundance in. It says all that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. So that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but I want to take it a little bit deeper where Spirit is leading you. If you are a person and you have allowed yourself to be surrounded by darkness, right? I'm talking about triple stage darkness, where it's definitely spiritual and you in a willing place for darkness. This 333 is indicative of a judgment. And the reason why I'm saying is because the universe, when the universe speaks of multiplying good in your life, if you are in a position where you are bad, then that means that the universe is going to be exercising judgment, because good is being multiplied. If somebody get that, like, you got to begin to understand what these cards are saying on a deeper level.
Right.
Like, you can't be a person in the triple stage of darkness and thinking that good is coming to assist you in life.
Right. We're not here to do that.
It's not. If the card is saying that good is going to be magnified in your life, if you're a person and you in darkness, it's a time to clean up. Because why? The angels coming.
Hello?
It's simple.
What do you say, babe?
The angels coming. Listen, it says, All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Judgment ensures prosperity and well-being. Judgment has to occur when when it's not. You understand? If it's unwell, well-being is coming. If it's unprosperous, prosperity is coming.
Hello.
That's a shift. And this is why the card says at the bottom, use it for your greater good. Because God is wanting somebody to understand this is according to how you moving. If you moving in alignment, expect good things. 333. If you moving shady, expect great judgment. 333. Begin to comprehend. Because I'm like I told her earlier, not to respond to this, and the reason why is because we're not going to respond to people outside our measure. It's people who ain't doing no work, no kind of work, no work at all. I'll be so glad when y'all hop off the channel because it makes room for the people that's connected. The ones who stay, they doing the work. They will see the results. They gonna manifest what spirit is bringing. People who iffy, shady, halfway in there walking, you gotta thank you, spirit. Like, you know what God is really tired of? There's so many people on a spiritual fence. It's like,
Come on, man.
it's like you like, well, I don't want to let go of the way I was taught, but I don't want to believe what they believe in anyway, right? But look at your children, because some of your children, they gonna outgrow what you trying to give them is not going to be received by them because they gonna be getting enlightened from a greater source. Yo, when we give over to these cult type mind states and we develop these type of aspects of ourselves where we think we see the world for all it is, we become dormant, stuck. So God is bringing 333. It's like a leveling kind of energy, right? So use it for your greater good. It says your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. Your surroundings. And this is for somebody that's purely doing the work, right?
I love that. Your surroundings. It's like, we were talking, and it's like, at this stage in our lives, we can't even be in certain areas, right? Certain environments because we have outgrown these places. And it's like, if you go back to certain environments, you don't belong there. A lot of times what happens is something bad happens. Why? Because you don't fit into that environment anymore when you're living a certain lifestyle. It's like, why would you be here and you're living like this? It doesn't go together. So I feel like that's very important. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. I feel like there's someone and literally, you staying out of those dark places. Because come on now, how many times have we how many times have we walked to the dark places? It's not like someone had to drag us. Nobody had to call us and tell us. We actually literally walked into these dark places, right?
And thank you. It's reminding me of, like, for some reason, Alpo jumped in my mind. Alpo, Rich Porter, Alpo. Alpo jumped in my mind. And I was thinking, like, Spirit, why would you put Alpo in my mind? And it's because Spirit wants us to remember we have to use it for our greater good. Your admiration, it can be used as a default, right? Meaning you can be known to be infamous spiritually.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have people who have, all right, like, let's just say Anton Levy or Aleister Crowley, right? They occultists, they known, they infamous, right? But do you want to be known for what they were known for at the end? Because both of them died in a way where they were like, it's like God showed up at the end of their life. God showed up and they was like, oh my God, what did I do, right? And so it's like you can be, because I'm talking to somebody who gifted. You can be admired and respected. You can let it blow you the wrong way. Admiration is a dangerous thing. When people give you their admiration, that's what stars are made out of, right?
Yep.
It's like a star-like quality. So Spirit is saying at the again, use it for your greater good. What people admire you for.
I love that. So I like this next card we got over here. I'm going to pull one more to go with it because I like it. And let's just see where it takes us. Okay. All right. So we got the sorrow, and it's coming out in the reverse here. It says loss, grief, and depression. So it's in the reverse. So there, I love this energy. You know, this is like the 5 of Cups kind of energy. You know, this is the energy where you've taken a lot of loss. You know, it reminds me of 5, sorrow, right? So this is in the reverse here. So I feel like there's some things that you've gone through, but you have literally like overcome so many obstacles and challenges by just, you know, finding your enlightenment, by realizing that some of the things you thought you lost, they weren't really truly lost. They were actually gains that were in your favor because God was moving things around that so you can live the life according to what you should live, right? You know, a lot of us, we know we have a promise, you know, over our lives. We have a covenant that we have with the Most High, and there were a lot of things that have been blocking these covenants, these relationships. And I feel like there's someone right now with sorrow in the reverse. You're truly learning to distinguish your emotions and how to elaborate and speak upon how you feel, right? You're really learning how to vocalize and express yourself, right? Your emotions, how you feel, your triggers. I feel like you're learning a lot of things about yourself, and the sorrow is gone. You know, you could have even been feeling like a victim at one time, feeling sorry for yourself, right? You know how we get into that mode, like, dang, God, why everybody keep doing this to me? Why all this keep happening to me? Well, I know I used to be that person, right? I was that one that I felt like everything that happened, I had to run and be like, God, why me? But I really didn't take the time to look at, like, how can I make this shit better? What am I doing wrong that keeps putting me in the same position? Because at some point, I know it's not God keep putting me through the same thing. And if it is, and he's doing this because there's obviously something that I have not learned, I haven't grasped. There's something that my mind still doesn't understand or comprehend, and I need to get this thing corrected. Something's going on here, right? So I feel like with the sorrow in the reverse, there's someone, and you're no longer just a victim. You know, you are an advocate. You are a person that had went through some things, you have overcome, and now you are becoming an advocate. That's what I'm hearing for someone. You could literally be an advocate for something out here in these streets, and I love that for you. You know, that's like turning your pain into passion, you know, taking your pain and becoming passionate about it and allowing that to help other people. See, that's what the gifts are for, the testimonies. You know, we go through tests so that we can have testimonies, and your testimony is so that someone else in the same predicament can have someone to relate to. Because when we go through those things and we feel like we can't relate to anyone, it's hard, it feels dark, it feels lonely, it feels like depression, anxiety, right? So I love this energy. Now we do have intimacy in the reverse here as well, bonding, sensuality, and confiding. So I don't know, you could be like literally holding back from having sex if you're not in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, you know, maybe you guys could just be busy and really haven't had any time for intimacy. I would say make it a priority, you know, in your life when you do have companion, you know, make intimacy a priority. It doesn't literally have to be sex, but just intimacy, pillow talking, laughing, you know, learning each other every day, whatever you need to do. This is what Spirit is calling for in divine relationships, you know, dating each other again, like going on a first date again, you know, doing things that taking it back to the basic. But sorrow, that's in the reverse here. Okay.
Okay, so over here, it's a little deeper. You have clinging in reverse, and you have curse. And it says hex, witchcraft, negative mind. Clinging in reverse to a curse. So first of all, I want to congratulate somebody because, you know, this clinging in reverse, it shows me that a curse is not working.
Codependency gone.
And you could very well fit this bill. It's something that you were clinging to. It could have been a person. It says a mind. It could have been a mindset. It could have been something. But it was something and it had you down bad. You were caught because it was a curse. And you know how it feels when cursed energy. I'm gonna tell you how energy feels when you're cursed. When you are effectively in life and you are moving through, let's just say, death magic, right? You know how it feels when you have death magic working against you. Contrary to what people think, it's not coming to kill you or unalive you. It's trying to unalive your finances first. It's trying to unalive your relationships. It's trying to unalive. It begins to unalive different things. Your car, your transportation, right?
Spirit.
Death magic is designed to unalive things around you, ultimately leading to you unaliving yourself due to stress, due to different. It's like, imagine a bunch of spirits working against you, right? That can't necessarily take you because you protected. That's sealed. Remember at the beginning, protection is not what's seen. Protection is what's sealed.
Come on now.
So walking through death magic, you watching everything die around you.
Okay.
Your relationships,
Your plants.
your plants,
Yeah, I'm seeing somebody plants was passing away, everything. Now you got the green thumb.
everything. Even Spirit says, even down to the death of cleanliness. Like, because oftentimes people at that level get to a point of psychosis you don't really want to wash no more, right?
Yep.
You don't want to clean up no more,
That's
right?
real.
That's what death magic feels like, right? In clinging in reverse shows a person with the ability to fight it, right? Because magic, curses, they need something to work towards you, right? Most of the time, spirit use a person, right? When I'm not talking about good spirits, when I say spirit, I'm talking about bad spirits. They'll use a person to work against you, right? So it's a thing where you clinging to that person, you transmuting the curse, right? You transmute it to your life because the cursed thing can be that person that you cling to. You ever had that where the devil couldn't reach you, so the devil gets you to cling to an accursed thing, right? It could be like a substance. It could be like a person. But whatever it is, you find yourself clinging to it. And you know when you cling to it, everything begin to go wrong for you. And you pretend that you can't understand it, but on a spiritual level, you know exactly because Spirit even warns you before you go into it. Like, you know what it's going to lead to. But what we do is we'd be like, nah, man, it's going to be different this time. And we fight against it, and then we go into it, and we obviously, you made it out. So kudos. And I want to say something. The fact that you're not clinging to whatever it is, this hex.
When you can put the obsession in the reverse, that's big. That's major. You know, we all obsessed with things. And a lot of us, I'm starting to notice that humans do not like to admit what they do. What we do, right? We don't like to admit that. But obsessing over things puts us in a position where we start compromising and jeopardizing our integrity, our character, right? So that's big energy for someone, to really stop obsessing over things.
Yeah, yes. It's strength from the Most High. Just best believe you're tapping into a greater source of strength. And I want us to get to a place where we can show appreciation for what's going on. How God gives us the ability to not cling. Because some people cling to things, and that's when you look at their destruction point, they had their hand on that thing. And that's why they transition. A lot of people, they transition because, for instance, the person that can't let a person go. So the person put them through stress and stress and stress and stress. The next thing you know, a stroke happens or something happens because of, you understand? It's because the inability to let go. So when you find that energy and you're not clinging no more, the curse is not working. So remember that, somebody. As long as you grip hold to the accursed thing, the curse is going to prosper against you. When you let go of the accursed thing, the curse don't prosper against you.
The curse, well, Proverbs says that the curse only works if you deserve it, right? So if you're undeserving of the curse, it can't stick. A hex or a curse can't stick if you're undeserving. That's what Proverbs says, right? Okay. We got number 2112 coming out. I like this number. Okay. 2112. And it's funny because this is also speaking of a new beginning. So there's someone, and it's like, I don't know, you could be like in the energy of always needing confirmation of things, you know. It could be very hard for you to live in the unknown, but also remember that Proverbs also tells us living in the unknown is where we should be. You know, that's where your faith lies, in those unknown spots and places. So a new beginning is here for you. Okay, it says hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. Okay, this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Okay, so yeah, I told you there's a lot of negativity, you know, so much negativity around, right? Like someone just said we need Jesus. And you know, it's funny because I'm just going to mention it because I want to. A new beginning, you know, you know, you have to understand your purpose in life and your spiritual awakening. There are so many people in life that have tried to separate you from the divine by calling you evil, calling you dark, saying you need this, you need that. You know, thinking because you do certain things that you don't have a certain connection in that they do, right? But Spirit is saying, just keep going. You know, do exactly what you are supposed to be doing, what you are set out to do, because you're gonna accomplish these things. Patience will, you will eventually reap the rewards for your patience. So you know, you could be feeling a little bit frustrated with people, you know, because it's crazy, you know, people will come and they will say Jesus, 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 right? And they will judge and judge and judge. But that the Jesus I know, he didn't have that kind of energy. I thought he said that, you know, judge not unless you want to be judged. Because most of the people that I know that judge, they don't live the lifestyle that they claim. You know, these are people that are in churches and they are touching children. These are the people that are sacrificing people for blood and things like that. So new beginning is here for you. Don't allow the enemy to trick you. Okay, just remain patient, and you will reap the rewards of your perseverance. Okay, there could be people trying to trick you out of your spot, because you know a lot of people, when they want to do what you do, they'll come with all kinds of negativity so that you can stop doing it and they can start doing it. Yeah. Right? That's what a lot of people want to do. They want to trick you out of your spot. They see how gifted and talented you are in certain things. And so because they are not gifted and talented in these certain areas, and God didn't give them authority to do certain things, right, they come in and they want to discourage you from doing what God told you to do. And they come in and they say, oh, you need Jesus. And they come in and say, oh, you're this, you're that. And they come in with these judgments that they're that you know,
you're not responding to that.
You know, I'm just saying, but it's a new beginning.
This is the last response to any of these comments that we're going to have for you all, right? And it's a reason in that, right? So enjoy that last response. That's the, as a unit, that's the last time that we respond to anything that appears to be negative. We won't have a response for it, right? And moving right along, I have elusive upright and I have broken in reverse. And I really love this energy, right? Broken in reverse is a person who has healed. I'm hearing Nine of Wands energy, wounded warrior energy. I feel like that. This feels like a Nine of Wands in my hand, right? It's broken in reverse, so it's a person that decided that I'm going to gain my strength back. I'm going to walk and resonate with strength. And elusive, right? Definitely a wise spiritual warrior. You know, one of the most skilled warriors are elusive. You know what elusive means? Elusive means not going and meeting everything head on, but avoiding what you can. That's elusive, right? And that's wise. I'm talking about in spiritual. It's not, why go after people and fight people? Why go after people? Elusive, even responding, right? Why respond? I'm gonna be elusive. I'm gonna hear everything you said because I hear everything that's said, right? But after I hear everything that's said, I don't have nothing to say. And the reason why I don't have nothing to say is because that causes it to die. And my energy is too powerful. I'm not giving nobody that from me. Why? Because we too powerful.
What they say, starve a fever.
Why disperse my energy towards anything? Like I said, I'm gonna hear everything. I'm gonna see everything. I work with spirit. So therefore, I don't miss nothing. I don't miss anything. Spirit gives us not the ability to have remembrance at our age. So it ain't too much that we gonna forget. Elusive, right? Dishonest, deception, and trickery. But it's upright. So we don't have anything to do with the fact that, I don't have anything to do with the fact that my spirit outfoxes your spirit. Call it what you want. I don't have no, I mean, because when you look at the Bible, look at how many times God outfoxes the devil. So quite naturally, if I'm fused with the spirit of the Most High, it's going to be very foxy. It's going to be like what the Bible said, light shine into the darkness comprehended not. Yeah, dark gets very angry. Dark get the, you know, when darkness is confused, a person full of darkness will look at you and be like, you a liar. You told a lie, right? You ain't allowing me to absorb your energy no more. You a liar, right? No. You walking upright. But to the darkness, you are very tricky. You are very deceptive to the darkness because that's what people use to get a handle on you. Dark energy, dark monitoring spirit. Well, now guess what? They can't see inside your moves no more. Why? Because you really tapped in. So now you deceptive. Now you done something to them. Now it's you that done put the spell work out there. Half of you don't even know nothing about spell work. You don't know nothing. You never done a magic spell in your life. You just roll with a force that's greater. But in their mind, because they threw the cookbook at you and it didn't work, in their mind, it's, oh, you very deceptive and you're very tricky because my negative energy, it didn't work against you. Remain elusive and whole. Broken in reverse mean whole. Right? Angel number 2424 before I hop off.
I heard broken glass everywhere.
If it ain't about the money,
I don't care.
Hey.
Is that Mace?
That's hip hop. Yeah, that's Mace. That's actually older than Mace.
Oh.
But that's like from the 80 hip hop.
Somebody could have broke a mirror or something. You could have like dropped your mirror, or somebody could have cracked a mirror or something like that.
Definitely broken mirror energy.
Okay.
And this broken mirror, right? I remember. Thank you, Spirit. One time, I was bound by a certain energy, right? And I was getting prayer. And I remember having the pastor pray over me, and I remember feeling like something. I remember having prayer, and I remember feeling like something shattered, like it was like broken glass. Like I remember seeing that spiritually, right? So I don't know. That could have been you in that place, right, where it just was pretty much all over the place. I'm actually getting what I'm really feeling is somebody you might have took yourself to you might have willingly went into a darker place. And it might have left you broken. And you might have healed yourself from it. Right? Like, some people do that. Some people, they come and they play with spells. They see the worst of it. And they seek redemption. Right? People not always doomed, y'all. Like, and you shouldn't want that karma for nobody. Like, just because a person did a curse on you, it don't mean that they doomed. that God is going to eliminate them, right? I know the reader said death was coming for them. They threw death magic at you, so death magic is on them.
Favor ain't fair.
God don't work like that all the time.
Sometimes you don't know who has favor.
That's right. If a chosen one threw a spell on you, right, when they come to their senses, they're going to come from under that judgment because they chosen.
Well, you also have to remember, even if someone throws a spell at you, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work. And if it does, that means that you deserve it. So what's the problem?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That means it's something we need to fix in our own lives, because spells shouldn't be able to stick to us. That means if a spell is able to come in and ruin you at this point, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
Some people, like, we feel like people done spells on us, so we listen to readers, right? I'm feeling this in the energy. And the reader will tell you, like, oh, they threw death magic at you, so death is on them now. So innately in our mind, which is why it's dangerous, we sit back and we wait for death to show up. We look for it. We, like, keep a track on them to see what's going. And God wants somebody to know it don't work like that, Maybe they have a death, but they still live because they find redemption. And if that makes you feel wrong that they find redemption, the curse is now going to work on you. You can't. A curse is a curse, a nasty energy. Somebody threw it at you, you can become that and be working. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it. That's why it's just best to just become whole. Don't cling to it. Move away from it. Let it be. If somebody did something to you, pray for forgiveness. Let it be that, right? Pray for forgiveness for you letting it happen to you. Let that be your focus. Because some people that do things to us, they going to find redemption. God going to bless them. Make them whole. Mm-hmm. That was the purpose. You are leading to some people's awakening. They done you wrong. They jumped in that spirit realm. Them spirits got a hold of them. And now they sought redemption because they realized what you was kicking was really real. Like, so they like, okay, your ascension leads to the awakening of others, even the ones that done you wrong. That's a beauty in that. I'm hearing J. Cole, beauty in the struggle. Beauty, beauty. I say it's beauty in the struggle. Beauty, beauty.
I know it's going to be 1,000 degrees on here today, baby.
That's unbeaten down.
What? Right? It's blazing, okay? And I ain't even moving or nothing.
That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Remember that. It's a climb. It ain't no fast way up. You got to take your time. Somebody say, climb, where you going? He talking about elevate your higher self. The best version of you. That's where you going. Yep. Heaven on earth. Right? You going to the best version of you. That's the ascent. That breaks generational curses. That gives children an opportunity to look at you, even when you done a lot of wrong. They can look at you and still be like, you know what? That person right there is, think of how that reflection works. Thank you, God. Forget all the religion. Forget all that. Because kids, they ain't hip to that anyway. I'm going to tell you that kids see the flaw in that shit early. That's why they go to church and fall asleep. People be like, it's the devil. No, sometimes it's the God in them saving them, depending upon what type of church they in. But one thing about it, when a person really striving and working on their spirit, children pick up on that first. They pick up on that first, right? That's why the children in your family, the more work you do, I don't care how bad they talk about you. The children gonna be like, where auntie at? Where uncle at? Where so-and-so at? Where so-and-so at? Why? Because your reflection, your resignation is powerful. That's what a generational curse breaker resignation look like. What does it look like? You look like the person that the children grow up And if you transition, they put your picture on the wall and be like, on so-and-so was a reader. I'm trying to tell you, she was a reader. She helped people. Or on so-and-so, she used the herbs, put them together and helped it. Or Uncle so-and-so, he was a influencer. He was a preacher. He was a minister. He was a whatever, right? Being your authentic self, you earn a position to exist from the afterlife in the 3D. Everybody that did the work exists. Like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, Maya Angelou. All of the people that did the work, they exist from there to here. Every time their name is spoken, their energy is present.
Right.
Their energetic signature lives on. That's why in some cultures they say the last time a person, when you really, really transition fully, is when they last speak your name. That's why some people live forever, because their name is spoken. Why? They did the work. If you don't do no work, ain't nobody gonna remember you. They might remember you and speak, and you remember so-and-so, yeah, man. But when you really did the work, your name, it becomes like how Shango name is. Shango is a god in Yoruba culture, right? He's a god, right? But you know how he became that? Because he lived a life on earth. He done so much spiritual work that when he transitioned, it's a reflection of his deity left here for people to manifest off of. Like Jesus. Jesus did the same thing. He did the work, manifest back as a deity. Do the work, generational curse break.
All right, ain't it? Okay, so last thing I got is possibilities, okay, in the reverse, pride in the reverse, and then peace. So I feel like right now it's very important to just find peace, balance, and harmony, okay? Right now, I told you guys are manifesting new friendships, new soul tribes, new relationships that are high vibrational, relationships that will last a lifetime. You know, a lot of you guys been looking for people that will be there for you, and they are already here. They're showing up. So make sure I keep telling everyone to be in the energy of receiving, to be in the energy of, you know, smiling more, so that, you know, people, you be approachable, right? You know, as you're calling in new relationships, you want to make sure that you're approachable, because who's going to approach you if you look all mean? Who's going to approach you if you look like you don't want to be bothered, right? So be open. Peace is here for you. Spirit is wanting you to be peaceful, okay? Something about that. And I feel like whoever you are, you let your pride to the side. That's good energy. It takes a lot to put your pride to the side and really allow your faith to work. So that's good energy. Okay. Well, y'all, it is getting a little hot out here, so we are going to end this live, okay? We thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope that you got something out of the message. Hope that it resonates. Hope that it helped to lift your spirit, okay? If you would like to contribute to our page, all of our information is listed on the page. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for staying around and supporting us. If you are returning, Soul Tribe, you know what it is, right? We thank you guys so much for just, you know, sticking around and really paying attention to what God has given us, because, you know, we spend a lot of time, you know, listening to what God is telling us to do, right? We spend a lot of time getting downloads from the divine. So when we come through, you know, it's definitely with a message. We'll be back this afternoon, okay? Make sure that you guys subscribe to the page, hit the thumb up, the bell notification, so that you are notified when we go live again. Make sure you subscribe to the page, hit the like. Go check out some videos if you haven't seen us before. You may want to check out some of our videos. We got some dope content on the page, okay? Personal readings are available. We're more like life coaches. You know, we do like self-development coaching, okay? So if you're interested, hit us up. Hey, and don't forget, we elemental beings. save the people from the pain and misery. They don't understand me. I'm a different kind of breed coming from the 5D. Hey, elemental beings, we love y'all.